So welcome to my class, and it was actually class number 8 of my students from USA. So now this is for you. If x, y is a solution to the system of equations shown below, what is the product of the x coordinates of the solution? Come on, fast.
You want me to do it?
Yeah. If you can do it orally, that's best. You're given maths examination, you can do it orally also.
Okay. So 2x plus 7 equal to y. So x equal to y minus 7 by 2. And
X
you
equal to-
substitute that in the first one, and then you'll get a quadratic equation with y. You solve
Okay.
that, and then after that, you substitute the values and you get it.
Then you get the value of x.
Yeah, you get x, and then substitute that x value in the second equation, you get y.
Why do you have to do? Then directly go for calculating x values.
What?
Why do you have to? Because they are asking for the product of x coordinates.
Oh yeah.
They're asking. So why do you have to calculate y? Directly calculate x.
Yeah, you can directly.
You can directly substitute the value of y here. Fine. If I write x square plus x plus 5 equals to 2x plus 7. Okay, come on. Fine. Then it's a quadratic.
Okay, yeah, then quadratic equations, yeah.
Then quadratic, then x square minus x minus 2 equals to 0. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Then what do you have to do?
Then split the middle term.
Okay, then tell me.
X square minus x minus x square minus 2x plus x minus 2 equal to 0.
Okay, then what to do next?
What?
Then next?
Then group the like terms.
Fine. Okay, then finally just tell me what is going to be the solution of this equation.
Need to write that somewhere. Yeah. X square minus 2x minus x plus x. X plus 1 and x minus 2.
X plus 1 and
x minus 2.
Minus 2. X plus 1.
Just a minute.
Yeah, fine. Take your time.
So x is equal to 2 or minus 1.
Exactly. Do I need to solve it? I don't need to.
No, it's fine.
You know it, right? But why are you doing it? It's just a waste of time. They're asking you the product of the x coordinates. Do you even need to do that? They're asking you if you find out the x value or the values of x as like x1 and x2 and find beta. Haven't you studied product of the roots?
Yeah. Product of roots is alpha beta.
Yeah, I got it. Alpha beta. Product of the roots. If you have given this equation, what is the product of the roots?
I didn't get you. Product of the roots is minus 2.
Exactly. C by A.
C by A, yeah.
Sum of the roots is?
Sum of the roots is minus b by A.
Exactly. So you don't have to calculate all those things. Why do you need to?
Yeah.
It's easy. I mean, these questions are more about, using your just presence of mind. Not tough. Okay? Next. Come on. Which of the following is equivalent to the above expression? P plus 1 square minus 4.
Which of the following is equal? Okay. It's minus.
P O.
Um, yeah, it's the first one.
How did you do it?
I extended p plus on the whole square, and then I got a quadratic equation because of the minus 4 as well, and then I split the middle terms, and then I got p plus 3 in brackets and p minus 1 in brackets. That's basically the first one.
Do you need to do all these things? You are doing everything, but do you really need to do all these things? Can you see this? A square minus b square. Can you see this? A square minus b square.
Yeah.
A plus b into a minus, what is a here?
Yeah.
Here
What
a
is
is
A here?
p plus 1.
P plus 1. What is b here?
2.
Because it is minus 4 is minus 2 square.
Yeah.
A plus b into a minus b. These are just that's what I am saying. These are simple questions, but presence of mind is required. Where to use what? Otherwise, okay, everyone can do, but they waste their time.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, next question.
This. For the wait. It's D.
Let's see. What do you do?
The same thing in the above one. A square.
Same thing exactly. A square minus b square. And what was a here? A upon 2x minus y whole square minus 1 square. Okay. So simply a plus b into a minus b. Okay. Easy one. As you have already done 10th class, so these things will be easy because set reasoning contains up to 10th only. Okay, come on. Next. P equal to P naught plus rho gh. It requires a bit of physics. It's a bit. It's a physics equation of physics, but you don't actually need knowledge of physics. Come on.
Okay.
So what you have to do when you're doing such type of questions in SET? Like you'll get very big questions. You don't have to. You don't have to. Just keep on reading it. It's going to be a proper hard copy test. So what you are going to do? You are just, as you see, it's a big question. You will start underlying the important data that you feel that's going to be important use in solution. Okay, fine. P equal to P naught plus rho gh. This thing is called rho. It's a Greek letter called rho. Rho is what?
It's a resistivity.
It's a density.
Oh.
Density means mass per unit volume, kg per meter cube, or gram per centimeter cube. Got it? Fine. Okay. Absolute pressure P. The absolute pressure P in a fluid density rho. So that's a fluid density. Density of fluid means, like for example, the bucket. Bucket is the volume of bucket. You have a volume of bucket. You have a bucket here.
1 by 3 pi h pi r. No, 1 by 3 pi h r1 square plus r2 square plus r1 into r2.
Okay, that's you are saying that frustum thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Come on, that's not a. Okay, just forget that one. Your bucket is cylindrical. Okay, your bucket is cylindrical. It's like this. Your bucket is something like this. Now I make it proper cylindrical, so you don't have to worry about what is this one. This is something like this. Again, your this thing is. Okay.
Okay.
For example, this is a bucket. The height of the water in this is h, radius is r, and suppose the water, the weight, the mass of the water is x kg. So the density is going to be x upon volume, x upon pi r square h. I'm taking this bucket as more like a cylinder. You don't have to worry about the frustum and all.
Okay.
Okay, just for a physics point of view, I'm going to teach a bit about it. Okay, absolute pressure P in a fluid density rho at a given depth h can be found with the above equation. Where P naught is, see what I'm doing, I'm underlining. As I'm reading the question, I'm underlining. That you have to do in the exam also. Where P naught is atmospheric pressure and G is, acceleration due to gravity, it's gravitational acceleration. Where the following is the correct expression for the depth. What do you have to find out? You have to find out the expression for depth in terms of absolute pressure, atmospheric pressure, fluid density, and gravitational acceleration. Come on. So what is this? A. It's quite easy. A. What you have to understand here, answer is A, quite easy, because it's even if you don't need all these things, you are getting right. It is just P minus P naught divided by rho G. Now I tell you a bit about bit of physics behind this one. Okay. For example, you have this this one filled with water. A bucket or tub or whatever tank is filled with water. Okay. This is the level. And if nothing is there, then what pressure do we experience, Karthikeyan?
If nothing is there.
If nothing is there, are you experiencing some pressure?
No.
No, you're not experiencing some pressure?
No.
No pressure of studies?
No, we didn't learn this.
There is something called atmospheric pressure. Have you studied this term somewhere?
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't there in our portions.
Okay, fine. everyone is experiencing a pressure that's called atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure, which we denote by P naught.
P naught.
And its value is 1 atm, 1 atmosphere, which is equal to 10. In fact, we write 10 to the power 5 pascals. It's actually 10325, something like this. So we write 10 to the power 5 pascals. The thing is, see, if you see on the top, this water is there. This is the bottom. This is the bottom of the flat surface. The flat surface, it has water above it. So do you think the pressure here and the pressure here, it's going to be same?
No.
No. Where it's going to be more?
Underwater.
Underwater. On the surface? On this flat surface, it's going to be more. But how much more?
Underwater, it will be more. But how much more?
How much more? We don't know. Fine. For that only, okay. Suppose this water is filled up to height h. Okay. It is filled up to height h. Acceleration due to gravity is g. You know this one. And density of water is not necessarily it is water. It is some fluid. It can be mercury also, honey also, oil also, cooking oil, petrol, diesel, whatever it is. So I am taking general rho. For water, rho is what? How much? What is the density of water?
Density of water. No clue.
100 kg per meter cube. Have you studied? 1 gram per centimeter cube.
Yeah, I studied that, but I forgot.
Okay, fine. See, so what we do here is, like, this is the equation of physics which you are going to study in your mechanics. In your next year, you are going to study this. P is equal to P at some point here, P at some point on the surface. This point I am considering as like P. Pressure at point P, which is on the flat surface of this bucket, is equal to P naught plus rho g h.
Okay.
P naught plus rho g h.
Rho g h.
So it is h distance from the top. If something is there, if something is like, if it is h dash distance for a point which is h dash distance, if I am considering this point to be like P dash, what's going to be the pressure at this point P dash?
P naught plus how much ever the height h dash.
Exactly, rho g h dash. Got it? So there is just it's more about knowing a bit of physics also along with this mathematics question. Though even if you do not know, it's not that you cannot do it. But if you know, it's good. When you study about this in details in a chapter in physics that's called fluids.
Okay.
It's called fluid mechanics, basically. So we deal with something called buoyant forces, Archimedes principle, and all those things. You must have studied a bit in your 9th class probably in CBSE. Yeah. So elaborated version of that Archimedes principle and these things, it comes in here in fluid mechanics in our class. Fine.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. Let's go back. So answer is done. Okay. Let's do this one. This question. I can give you a control also. You can even read this and you can use your mouse and underline it.
Okay.
Come on, fast.
Is interest at a rate R and is converted annually. Future annually after 2 years. Is T supposed to be like it's a raise to T?
Yes, obviously.
Okay. Then it's
Are you going to underline?
D.
Yeah, it's D. Are you able to underline? Can you just do? You're not able
Uh,
to underline.
yeah, I mean,
Oh yes, you can do. Okay, fine. It depends on my control also. Fine, that's quite easy. I believe this. Yes. Compounded annual. You must have studied a bit about this thing in your compound interest in your previous classes.
yeah,
Compound interest, the rate becomes at the end of first year, it becomes P into 1 plus R. Then this becomes the principal. This becomes the principal.
yeah,
And based on that, we add the R percent. And this goes on and goes on and goes on.
mm,
Fine? The same
yeah,
thing. Same thing. Goes here, A by P. A by P equals to 1 plus R to the power T. In order to
mm.
remove T, what do you have to do?
You have to take square root.
Is it a square?
I mean, root of that, root of t,
Tth root. You say Tth
or
root.
tth root. Okay.
A by P. Obviously, this one and minus 1 equals to R. So what it is actually? It is actually 1 upon 1 by T. This
Yeah.
one. It is. You can remove this one. Got it? This is how you do it. Fine. It was quite easy one. Similar to the previous problem. Okay, come on. Next question. It's the functions. Bit of functions. Have you studied functions?
Functions, no.
Okay, the function. This thing it's going to come in your 11th class, but the function is in set. So come on, let's see this question. I think even without knowing the function, you can probably do it. Just see. Let's use our mind. What do you have to do here?
G of x equal to x squared minus 5.
Yeah.
If f g of
If
equal
f
to
g
root x squared plus 4,
will
which
follow
of
and
the following?
describe fx. Come on.
F into x squared minus 5 equal to root x squared plus 4. So, wait. F root. No, I don't know.
Can't you even do by substitution?
Yeah, I substituted x squared by plus minus 5 and then took it to the other side. So it'll be root x squared plus 4 divided by.
The function.
I don't know functions.
In function, this is a function. In function, you don't do that.
I don't know functions.
Okay. Function is C. Now I tell you a bit about functions. Come on. Let's read. Study a bit about functions.
Okay.
Actually, it's not required, but I tell you. Fine. What is function? I tell you. Function is like, okay, I tell you a bit. Function is like, suppose you are making a you are making a mango shake. You are making a mango shake, and this is a juice or mixer grinder. Fine. And you are using mangoes. You are using mangoes, and once you put the mangoes, you slice them, and this is a tab from where you take out shake.
Yeah.
Okay, this is more like this is your juicer. This is mango. So see, what is the input here?
Mangoes.
Mangoes is input.
Hmm.
Okay, what is output?
Shake.
This is output. Okay, this is output. Fine. But how come this input is getting converted into output?
Through the grinder.
Through the grinder. So that's what we call that through the grinder. Some process is happening. Some process is happening on the input. That's what in a mathematics we will call function. Got it?
Yes.
Now see, for example, you have something. For example, you have something like, I give you a very easy thing. Y, okay, y equal to fx. Y equal to fx equal to 3x plus 2. Okay. 3x plus 2. What is input here? What should I input? No. Y is equal to this one. So input you will give here. This function is going to apply on that input. Then you are going to get this as output.
Okay.
You're getting what I'm saying? For example, if you put x equal to 0. If you put x equal to 0, then what's going to be the value of y?
2.
If you put x equal to 1, then what's going to be the value of y?
5.
5. 2, 5.
8.
Okay, and so on. But when you are putting x equal to 0, you are not getting y equal to 0. This whole function is getting applied. This juicer is changing the nature of the input. It's more like a juicer. It's converting the input and giving some other result. And this output you are getting. This output you are getting here.
Okay.
That's called function. But in a mathematical term, if I understand function in a bit more elaborated manner, then what I'm going to do is see what I'm going to do now. So what actually happens, for example, now I took just 3x plus 2. This function was 3x plus 2. It is read as f of x. F of x. F means function of x.
Okay.
Function. It is some function of x. Some expression which is going to be applied. It is a process that's going to be applied on the input. F of x, which I gave you as 3x plus 2. This is x. This is y. This is input. This is input. This is output. So it is more like a CPU. This is keyboard, CPU, monitor. Got it? Keyboard, CPU, monitor. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, what is the definition of function? Now understand what the definition of function is. For each x, you are going to get one value of y.
Yeah.
For each x, you are going to get one value of y. So for some x here, for example, x you are putting 0, you are going to get some value of y. Okay. You can also have 2x whose value is coming out to be only a unique y. Same y you can have. This is a function. X is linked to only one y.
Yeah.
Okay. X is linked to only one y. Okay. But x cannot be linked to two y's. You cannot have this thing. This thing is not permitted. This thing is not permitted. This is not function.
Okay.
For one x, you cannot have two y's.
Okay.
Not function. This is function.
Okay.
Got it? For example, now take an example. Y equal to x square. Y equal to x square. This is some function, okay? Or this is, I write here y equal to x square. This is some function fx, okay? For x equal to 0, y is 0.
Yeah.
For x equal to 0, the y is 0. For x equal to 1, y is
1.
For x equal to minus 1, y is
1.
1. Got it?
Hmm.
For each x, you are going to get 1 y.
Hmm.
So this is function. It is correct. This is a function.
But if x is 1 or if x is minus 1, we get the same y.
So that's okay. That's function.
Okay.
You can get same y. For each x, you need to have 1 y.
Okay, fine.
For each x, you are getting 1 y, right? But y square equal to x. Y square equal to x. If y is equal to
root of x.
If y is equal to 0, then x is equal to
0.
If y is equal to 1, then x is equal to
1.
If y is equal to minus 1, then x equal to
1.
Now you are getting?
That is not a function.
That's not a function. Because if you remove this one, then it is going to be how it is removed? Under root with x with plus and minus.
Yeah.
So for x equal to 0, that is okay. For x equal to 0, that is okay. It is nil. For x equal to 1, for x equal to for x equal to 1, you are going to have plus 1 and minus 1. This is not a function. You cannot have this thing. So that's why this is not a function.
Okay.
But let's go down. But if y is equal to root x, this is a function?
Yeah.
Yes, this is a function because I am not considering the minus sign here. I am only considering the root x plus sign. So for 1x, I am going to get 1y. Got it?
Yeah.
That's called. Now you understood what is function and what is not a function.
Yeah.
That's how different. That's how you do it. Now I'll tell you one more thing, though it is not much required, but I still tell you. What is domain and range? I tell you. Domain and range.
Range.
Okay. You know what is domain? Domain is all set of x values for which y is coming out to be a real number.
Okay.
Okay. And what is range? Range is all the values which y is covering for the given domain.
Okay, fine.
Got it? Now, in short, I can tell you, okay, I don't need to tell everything. Otherwise, I am teaching functions. I don't have to teach everything. Why do I have to teach? Come on. Otherwise, I can keep on teaching you. Now, let's do this question. I think it's enough now. Come on.
Okay, so g of x equal to x square minus 5.
Yeah.
And so
this one. Gx equal to x square minus 5. F of gx is a root x square plus 4. Which of the following described fx?
Is it C?
No.
I don't know that.
Just try.
Yeah, just let me try. I don't know.
Okay, see. You can do one thing actually. If nothing, you can do one thing. What you can do is go by the option. Go by the option means wherever you are seeing this x, put gx.
Okay.
This is one composite function. This function is one composite function which we are going to study. Just put this gx in place of x and see. If you put gx in place of x, then you are going to get this one, f of gx.
Yeah.
Then see which one is matching.
So f of x square minus 5.
Yeah. Put
Equal to root x square plus 4.
So when you put gx here, you should get this one, composite function f of gx value you should get. Okay. If nothing works, then go by option.
Is it B?
B. Yes, it's B.
Okay.
You must have put x square minus 5 in place, x square minus 5 f of x square minus 5. So it is x square minus 5 plus 9. That comes out to be under root x square plus 4. Yeah. Same as this one. So answer is B. Okay, correct. This is go by option. You can do by other way also. What you can do now is see what you have to do is, like, f of gx is given. That means f must have been some function of x in which you are putting some gx. So let's do one thing. Don't just put your mouse one side. It's going to interfere. On the corner you do it. Otherwise, I just do one thing. I stop this from here. Okay, now you won't be able to do. Fine. Okay, see. What you can do here is this f of gx is given. That means f of x is f, g of x is g is function of x. F of gx is f is function of gx. But can you see somewhere gx in this function? Can you see the gx? Can you see x square minus 5 in this? Can you see?
No.
If you cannot see, then create one. What's big thing? F of gx is under root x square plus 4.
Yeah.
So why can't I write this as x square minus 5 plus 9?
Yeah.
Now can you see gx?
Yeah.
This is gx. This is, I can write this as root gx plus 9. Can I replace this gx by simply x? If I just simply write, if I simply replace f of 4, in order to make it fx, I'll replace simply the gx. Wherever I am getting gx, I'll replace by x.
Yeah.
So f of x is going to be under root x plus 9.
Yeah.
Which is b. Got it?
Yeah.
In both the ways you are getting. Got it?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, then next question.
Let y of x equal to cube root x cube plus 1 to the following is equal to y of x. It's A.
A.
Hmm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How come? It's A.
Because y of x, if you consider y of x as x, then it will become y of x itself. And y of x is given as cube root.
No. That doesn't mean that you will consider. You have to consider y of x is given is this one. Now what you have to do? You have to put wherever you are getting x, you have to put whole yx in place of that x. Once again, this yx itself you have to put in place of x.
Okay, so it's B.
No. Then what is that? Then you are just guessing it. You don't have to guess it.
I don't know.
Just
C
put the.
maybe.
Then it is not maybe. Then again, if I say not C, then it is D only. What is do here? It is easy one. Y of yx means whenever the yx is given, this yx is a function. Now in the place of x, can you see in place of x I am putting yx. So on the right hand side, wherever x is appearing, I am going to put whole yx.
Okay.
Got it? Whole yx. Whole yx is what? Cube root of
cube root x cube plus 1.
Cube root x cube plus 1 to the power 3, because in place of x I am putting yx plus 1
Plus
and
1.
this is extending completely. So cube of a cube root is what?
Cube. I mean that number itself.
The number itself. So what's going to be the answer?
D.
No.
C. Yeah, C.
Just now you told x cube plus 1 plus 1.
Yeah, x cube plus 1 plus 1. So D. C.
It is going to be
C.
C. Got it? This is how you do it. Fine? Now next. This is a question of ratio and proportion. This is from a new chapter and you must have studied proportion.
Yeah.
Oh, then it's going to be very easy. Just tell me what's going to be the answer.
7 pounds of plums makes 8 rolls of fruit leather. If every batch of fruit leather requires the same amount of plums, how many pounds of plums are required to make 20 rolls of fruit leather? 7 pounds of plums are required to make. Pounds of plums. I didn't get the question.
7 pounds of plums. 7 pounds of plums make 8 rows of fruit leather. In order to make 8 rows of fruit leather, you require 7 plums. 7 pounds of plums. If every batch of the fruit leather requires the same amount of plum, that means if it is 16, then if you have to make 16 rows, then how many would be required? 14. So that means it's in ratio. You are getting that would be ratio. It's not that 14, then it would require just 10 now. This is the same thing. This requires the same amount of plums. It means it's in a ratio.
Okay.
How many pounds of the plums are required to make 20 rolls of fruit? Easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
Easy one.
17.5.
Also,
So C. 17.5 C.
yeah, what you have done, 7 by 8 equals
Equal
to
to x by 20.
x by 20.
Hmm.
And that gives 17.5. Easy one. So this is how, some bit of changes we do in the, it's more presence of mind type of question, and how do you apply the concepts. And this is a set reasoning type of questions I do for SAT, set reasoning. For the set 1. For set 2, obviously you need to study in 11th class and 12th class also.
Okay.
Then only you can do it. In set 1, you'll be having English also, where obviously everything, grammar, essay writing, all those comes into picture. So people appear in set 1 also. Set 1 mostly for US universities. People in Middle East, like Dubai, Oman, Kuwait, there, Bahrain. Many of the Indians, they are appearing in set 2 to get admission in NITs or IIT. They don't need to appear in set 1. But if you wish to take admission in BITS Penali, you need to appear in set 1 also and set 2 also.
Okay.
For BITS, both the exams are required. This is what. And obviously, if you are open to give JEE, then you can give JEE. Can you appear in JEE Advanced also? Is it provision that since you are living in Gulf?
I don't know.
That you have to see. Maybe IIT-JEE Mains you are definitely allowed. Fine. So just check it out.